In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to create professional videos like Dhruv Rathee by using your mobile phone. So without any further ado, let's get started. In this tutorial, I will cover all these topics mentioned here. So let's get started with how to remove the background. As we all know, Dhruv Rathee records his video with a green screen behind him. Here I am using the Alight Motion application for this tutorial. So here I have a green screen clip of him. Come, let's see how to remove it. Import your clip in Alight Motion and also add a background image or a video. Make sure the background layer is behind the video layer. Now with the video layer selected, click on Effects, click on Add Effect and add the chroma key effect. Now with the color picker tool selected, select the green screen from here and increase the intensity value until you don't see any greens. So yeah, it's done. In this way, you can easily remove the green screen background of any video. So now let's see how to add a shadow effect. If you notice in Dhruv Rathee videos, he adds the shadow effect in all of his videos. So come, let's see how to do it. With the video layer selected, click on Effects, click on Add Effect and search for the long shadow effect and click on it and then click on Standard Settings. Now here, if you increase the size of the alpha value, the opacity of the shadow will be increased. Adjust it according to your needs. Now adjust the angle and size values to adjust the position of the shadow. Adjust the opacity and position of it according to your needs. As you can see, we got the shadow effect. Now let's see how Dhruv Rathee adds this kind of background text shadow effect. Click on Text and type your text. And now choose the font and the text color. Choose white color as the text color. Now we need to add the long shadow effect by clicking on Effects, click on Add Effect and search for the long shadow effect. And then click on Standard Settings. And here click on Color and select the shadow color. Choose any of the color that you like. And then if you increase the alpha value, the opacity of the shadow will be increased. With the help of the size and the angle values, you can adjust the orientation of the shadow just like this. Adjust the size of the text with the help of the scale tool. Now to send the text behind the model, just drag the text layer behind the video layer just like this. You can always position the text according to your needs. Now it's time to highlight the text. Add any of your image and then fill it to the composition area. Here I am extending the layer to 3 seconds. Click on the add icon and select the rectangle shape and choose your desired color for the rectangle shape. Before doing anything, let's change the blending mode to multiply by clicking on blending and opacity. Now click on edit shape and here with the help of these X and Y values, you can adjust the width and height of the rectangle shape. Make sure you fill that first row of the paragraph. Extend the layer duration till the end by clicking on this icon right here. Now select the rectangle layer and make a copy of it by clicking on duplicate layer. Now select the copied layer and here with the help of the move tool, just drag it down to cover the next row of the paragraph. After done, click on edit shape and decrease the width of it to remove the highlight over the extra areas like this. Now with the help of the move tool, adjust it properly. Now it's time to add some effects. To do so, select the rectangle layer and click on Effects. Click on Add Effect and search for the wipe effect. Click on it and then click on Standard Settings. Here select the end property and adjust the value to 0% and then add a keyframe at the beginning by clicking on this keyframe icon. Now come to few frames forward and set the value to 100%. So this is how we got the highlight effect. Now we need to copy the wipe effect settings and paste it on copied rectangle layer. But in this layer, we need to change the positions of the keyframes. Place the second keyframe a bit further and then drag this first keyframe exactly to the position where the second keyframe was. So yeah, it's done. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's go to the next topic. Here I have used Google Earth application to get an animation like this. So let's see how to get it. Open the Google Earth application and then click on the search bar and search for the place or the country that you want to target. When this animation is happening, you should record your screen. After recording the screen with the help of any video editing application, just crop these extra areas and then you're good to go. So now let's see how to add the film burn transition to make the transition look so seamless and so smooth. Here, as you can see, I have imported 2 video clips. Let's make the transition so smooth by adding the film burn transition overlay. So this is how it looks after adding the film burn transition overlay. Don't worry, I will provide some of the film burn transitions in this video description. Now we have to change the blending mode to screen. So yeah, let's check what we got. The transition looks so seamless right now. So now let's see how to create a map animation like this. Here I'm using the travel animator application. The opening interface just looks like this. Click on starting point tab right here and choose your starting point. I have chosen Delhi as a starting point. Now click on endpoint and select the destination point. Here I'm choosing Mumbai as the destination. You can adjust the path according to your needs. Now click on the circle at the starting point. Here you can choose any of the model vehicle that you want. Click on proceed and click on preview video. Now at this point you should start screen recording. So this is how the animation looks like. If you want to get rid of this kilometer badge, just deselect the kilometer badge icon right here. Record the screen when the animation is going on. After recording, open any of the video editing application and import the clip that you have just recorded. Come to the frame where the animation begins and just scale it up just like this with the help of the scale tool, and now position it properly at the center. Right where the animation ends, just trim the remaining extra parts by clicking on this icon right here. So now let's see how to highlight the countries as shown here. Here I'm using the True Worlds Map application. Open the application and at this point you should start recording your screen and just slide to view the country that you want to highlight. To select the country, just tap and hold it for a few seconds. You can select multiple countries that you want. Click on some empty space to get rid of this tab. And after done with the selection, open the Light Motion application or any of the video editing application and import the screen recording and scale up the footage just like this as shown here. Right when you are about to select the country, just split the layer. And then after you make the selection, split the layer again. And then delete that layer. And now move the playhead to the frame where the clip ends and select the top video layer. And then click on this icon right here to forward that video layer to the current timestamp. Now come 1 or 2 frames forward and split the layer. And then cut out the part in which you are making the selection. And then forward the next clip just like we did previously. After choosing the countries, just remove the layers after 3 to 4 seconds. So yeah, this is what we got. To make the edit more interesting, let's add some animation to it. So first of all, let's add the null object. Extend the null object layer till the end of the video. Now we need to parent all the layers to the null one by selecting that particular layer and then click on this icon at the top and select null one to parent that particular layer to null one. In the same way, parent all the layers to null one. After done, select the null layer, click on Move and Transform and add a keyframe on both Move and Scale tools. Now come few frames forward and zoom it into the first target country. With the help of the Move tool, adjust the position of it. So this is what we got as of now. And now come 2 or 3 seconds forward. and then add the keyframes on both move and scale tools. Now come few frames forward. With the help of the move tool, navigate to the next target country, and with the scale tool, you can zoom in. And now come 2 or 3 seconds forward on the timeline and add the keyframes at both move and scale tools. And now come few frames forward. Right when the highlight is gonna pop up, with the help of the move tool, make the target country positioned at the center. Again come 2 or 3 seconds forward and then add the keyframes on both move and scale tools. Now finally come few frames forward and scale it down until you see all the highlight countries in the frame, and with the help of the scale tool, position the image properly. So yeah, this is what we got. And when it comes to sound effects and background music, Dhruv Rathee uses websites like Epidemic Sounds and Vato Elements to get the best output. But in order to use the assets which are provided by them, we need to have an active subscription. Let's go and see how to search for music and sound effects. Here I'm using Envato Elements. Visit their website, and here in the drop down list, select sound effects and search for the sound effect that you want. For example, here I'm searching for a whoosh sound effect. As you can see, we got some different kind of whoosh sound effects. If you are satisfied with that, click on this download button right here to download that particular file. Now come back to homepage, and in the drop down list, select music and search for a particular genre of the music that you want. For example, here I'm searching for an intense music. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that sounds so cinematic. Once after you take the subscription, you can use the sound effects music tracks in your projects without worrying about copyright issues. So that's it for the video guys. I hope you found this video helpful.